Hello, it's Chris from My Stamp Lady. I'm here with my first 2019 Occasions catalog card. So this is made with the Sweetest Thing set, or the How Sweet It Is bundle. So this is in the Occasions catalog, which the cover looks like this. And if you're on my mailing list, you should have received one. If you didn't, please let me know. And if you would like one, you can go to my blog, mystamplady.com, and order one or ask me to send you one. So this is the bundle. It's on pages 14 and 15, and a lot of fun, kind of old candy shop look. And I'm also going to be using the paper that coordinates with this, and it's called How Sweet It Is the name of the paper. I'm going to just kind of flip through some of the pieces here for you. So they have a pattern side and then kind of a printed side. Or I should say, this is more like the pattern, and then this has got like the pictures of the cupcakes, and then the other side has just a pattern. So you've got gummy bears, stripes, confetti, some more stripes, and gumball machines. So this is, and I'm going to show you something about how you cut these out with the dies that coordinate. So my stamp set is Sweetest Thing, and this is a photopolymer stamp set. This is the coordinating jar of Sweets framelit dies, and these dies, if you purchase the stamp set and the dies right now in this first time that they offer this, it's 10% off. That's a bundle. So this first offering of the bundle is through June 3rd. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside, and I'm also using the polka dot embossing folder. So this is the card I'm going to make, and I'm going to show you how to put this together and with the different products that I used. So to start off, I have already cut my pieces of cardstock or my paper, and all of the sizes are on my blog at mystamplady.com. And this is the card base, which is the thick Whisper White, 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. And this is my card front. Because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I am going to slip that Stampin' Pierce pad underneath there, and that's going to make it a little bit more cushioned so I get a better image. This is the Gorgeous Grape ink, and this is Make It a Sweet Celebration. And this just goes right along the bottom. Ink that up, and we'll put this right in the center along the bottom here of this card front. There we go. And then this is my designer paper, and the color here is Melon Mambo. And I'm going to use this pattern side rather than the gumball side. So I'm going to just place this right flush with the top up here and with the sides. So it is cut to 5.5 inches wide so that it covers the entire side here. Okay, so I can set this aside right now, and I have got a piece of Whisper White paper, and with my Melon Mambo, that little treats little label is stamped onto a piece of Whisper White and then cut out with a die. And I will cut this out when I cut out some other pieces. So here's that pattern paper that I'm going to use. And a really neat thing that Stampin' Up! Does with these is they make their dies, some of them coordinate with, sorry, I picked the wrong die, coordinate with their pictures or their images. So this is going to line right up with that. This one is going to line up with that printed. So this is right off of the Designer Series paper that those two things line up. And then this is my little label that I'm going to line up. So I will place all of these things onto my acrylic platform. I'm going to use the magnetic platform, an acrylic plate, and then we'll place these right on there. And let me get these set up. Okay. So I've pulled in my Big Shot. I've lined up these, and sometimes the smaller dies have a tendency to pull a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that this little label didn't pull, so I put a piece of washi tape over that right there. Put an acrylic plate on the top, and we're going to just die cut those with my Big Shot. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way, move back in my scrap paper, and get my... Okay, so now this is what's so cool. got that die, it cuts out these printed pieces perfectly. I just love how they do that. And then this is the stamped one, and that is also cut out with that label. I will need to put my Big Shot platform, and I need an acrylic plate. And with this gumball green paper, I am going to run it through the Big Shot with my polka dots. And I'm not going to pull my Big Shot in again, but I'm just going to line that up in the folder and 2 acrylic plates and run that through. So my next step is to layer the gumball green paper, the cardstock that I've embossed. I've just got this onto a piece of gorgeous grape, just to give myself a little mat on the background there. And here are those awesome little pieces that I cut from the designer series paper, and they're all pre-colored for me, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm just going to place those onto this area here. And because they're paper, I can actually even layer them a little bit because they're die cut out. Okay, so there we go. And then this little label can go right on the center of my larger jar here. Okay, so now I'm going to, before I move on, I think I will quickly stamp a little bit on the inside because they have all these wonderful images that are so much fun. So this is the stamped image that coordinates with that die that I cut from the designer series paper. And then there are little jelly beans that I'm going to stamp, ink up these in the gorgeous grape, and we'll just place those right inside. And because it's photopolymer, it's easy to see where they are. So I've just decorated a little bit of the inside of my card also. This is a length of the Granny Apple Green ribbon, and I have all the supplies listed down below in the I have all the supplies listed down below in the description on YouTube, and they're also all on my blog. And you can even tap right on them, and it'll bring you right to the supply in my online store, so you can see where it is online. Okay, so I've just tied a knot, just a quick double knot there. And let's adjust this a little bit. I might have to adjust it a little more after we get this piece figured out, but actually no, it's pretty good. So I think I am going to just trim this a bit more, make it just a tiny bit shorter. Okay, I want this to stand up. I like to have a little bit of depth there, so I'm using the dimensionals to add that by putting them in, and I even put one in the center here. So let's just remove those covers. That center will help to pop up the center of the cardstock, and I tried to make sure that I left space for my ribbon there. I don't want it to be on top of the ribbon. Slip that right under there. I'm overhanging that designer series paper to kind of get the look just to be around in a circle. And now I have my glitter enamel dots, and I will take some of these glitter enamel dots, take these off the background there, and this will just add a little bit of little shimmer, glitter, whatever you want to say, and it will also put a little more of the interest up over to this upper left side. I like to cut, when they're on these plastic sheets, I kind of like to bend it a little bit just to kind of pick it up first of all off of the back. And there is a sweet celebration card with the Sweetest Thing stamp set and that bundle. And I did bring a little bit of the inside with the jar, but you could even stamp a sentiment or something in there too. If you have any questions about this or anything currently available in the Occasions catalog, please contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. All of the supplies are listed on my blog, mystamplady.com, and all the supplies can also be found in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. I hope you enjoy making this card. Thanks so much.